Welcome, welcome. I am Dr. Jessica Bueller, and I'm here with Dr. Elizabeth Olson to talk to you about taking control of your biology using something called biohacking. This company, LifeVantage, is at the forefront of a movement called nutrigenomics, using nutrition to affect our gene expression. So instead of supplementing, which is what we're typically used to, where we bring something to a cell that it does not have, in this case, we are looking to affect the cell's genetic code, its blueprint, so that it expresses things a little bit differently. It's a totally new concept, and I don't want you to get lost in the crazy terminology, but I want you to realize this is something that other companies are not even asking the same questions. We're not addressing similar things because we're really getting to different issues with this. So we're going to start by talking about hijacked body versus a biohacked body. So think about this. There are so many things in our lives that can take control of our bodies and cause a negative response. And this is what we call a hijacked body, right? We all know what this is like, feeling physically, emotionally, biochemically toxic, right? Whether it's something from our environment, it's different forms of radiation, it's allergies, it's our gut, it's in our brain. There are just so many ways that we can be affected by things that are around us, even when we're trying to do a good job of taking control of our body. So with biohacking, we are really looking at optimizing our genetic potential. So really getting back to our DNA and changing how we can express that blueprint again. So nutrigenomics, using nutrients and natural compounds to affect our genes. Elizabeth, would you tell us where we got started?
Sure. So the products originally were sold back starting in 2005. And that's when we had one patent and one peer-reviewed study, which stated, you'll hear us talk about this again, that the products are able to reduce something called oxidative stress, or the lead product, I should say, is able to reduce something called oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. And this is a big claim. So what happened then is that ABC sent out a reporter, and they did a primetime investigative report, basically trying to debunk this statement. And what they found instead was that they had better results, and they completely supported this statement. And so that brought a lot of attention into the company, into LifeVantage, and about the products. But the company was fairly small at that point, and they didn't have the capacity to handle all of the influx that happened. And so at that time, everything was available on retail shelves. So you could go into Target or go into the pharmacy, and you could see the main product, Protandim Nrf2, on the shelves. But it would be around different antioxidants and different forms of supplements. And it wasn't directly described based on its product marketing. So in 2009, the company decided to switch from that retail sale to direct sales. So you're now only able to purchase LifeVantage products through a direct distributor. One of the cool things about this company is that it's publicly traded on the NASDAQ. So we are one of only 11 network marketing companies that is available and publicly traded on the NASDAQ, which means it's transparent. You can look up the income statements and you know that this is factual. And a big part of the success of LifeVantage's business has been the corporate leadership and their advanced knowledge in network marketing.
And if you have not seen this ABC Primetime Investigative Report, please ask whoever invited you to watch this webinar to get you that link, because it is definitely worth watching. And it is what started us. It launched us into the forefront of this movement. So we've not only been covered on ABC, but NBC, Wall Street Journal, PBS, The Today Show, and Dr. Phil. We also have 7 US patents and international patents as well. If you look these patents up, they will tell what their specific purpose is, whether it's anti-inflammatory, anti-tumor, anti-cancer, etc. You cannot get a patent without proving that what your product says it does, it actually does. So check these out sometime as well. So this is also, these are also the major peer-reviewed journals that we've been, this specific product, not this category of product, but this specific product, our product, has been featured in these major journals and also studied by these major universities and institutes. You guys look at this: American Heart Association, Louisiana State, Harvard, Washington State, Texas Tech, Virginia Commonwealth, Ohio State, the Free Radical Biology and Medicine, Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity. This is fabulous information, and I can guarantee you that there is no other product that has this much research on its patented blend. So if you go to PubMed.gov, that's where you can find this research, and honestly, this is why so many physicians are partnering with this company, is because this product is category creating and it is backed by firm research. It's not just based on a company publishing their own research and trying to get you to buy it. Okay, so we got to go back and really explain to them what we're talking about here, Elizabeth. So could you take over on what oxidative stress is?
Sure. So as a reaction to the different stresses and toxins you're exposed to, as well as different processes within your body produces an unstable molecule called a free radical. And the free radical is the starting point of oxidative stress. So you can think of this molecule, basically it's unstable, it wants to stabilize itself. So what it does is it bounces around in tissues and tries to stabilize itself, and that damages the tissue. It causes aging and it causes cellular death. It's fine when we only have a few of these free radicals going on, but over time our body's just not able to neutralize these unstable molecules as well. And as they build up, that is oxidative stress. You can see the picture of the apple on the side of the screen here, and that kind of has a depiction of what oxidative stress would look like in your cell. So it begins to brown, it begins to wilt, and it begins to lose moisture and functionality. So with oxidative stress, why do we care about that? It really has to do with what it creates. Oxidative stress in and of itself is the root cause to so many different symptoms and disease states. So when we think in a preventative model versus thinking about how we can get rid of disease states and symptoms, we want to think about what's the root cause of things that are being created. And that's what we're really looking at here. We're looking at eliminating oxidative stress to see what type of health and functionality we can produce within the cell.
So with our Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, that's the name of our product, we activate a pathway in our body called NRF2. NRF2 is technically a protein messenger that is located within every cell in your body. And when we take this synergizer or activator, it sets off an alarm so that this protein messenger can attach to your DNA and cause an expression of certain genes. It is estimated that over 200 human survival genes are affected, but one of them is our ability to produce our own antioxidants at a rate of 1,000,000 to 1 every second. So think about that, right? We're taught that free radicals can be neutralized by antioxidants. We're taught to eat fruits and vegetables and get antioxidants in whatever way we can, right? And they will only neutralize at a rate of 1 to 1. Well, what about 1,000,000 every second? You cannot possibly eat or consume that much. It's just not possible, which is why there are no peer-reviewed studies showing a reduction in oxidative stress by supplementation or intake of antioxidants. Very cool. So our Protandim product is 5 natural products, natural herbs across the bottom in a very synergistic blend. And this is how we can lower our oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, support our cell repair and rejuvenation. And we also have a study published by the National Institute on Aging showing that we were the only natural product to increase the median lifespan of male mice by 7%, which is about 5 years in humans. We also have BSCG standards, so elite athletes can use this safely, and NSF, which means that we meet the standard of code that what we say is in our product is in our product. So very high quality. And with that synergistic action, those 5 things, look at this across the bottom, a control, and then our components, ashwagandha, bacopa, green tea, milk thistle, and curcumin. They just slightly affect the NRF2 pathway. But when they're blended at the very low dose that we get an 18-fold increase in the expression of the antioxidant gene. That means that when the sum of them is 18 times more effective than taking them all separately. So if you were already taking these things, you're not getting the same effect. It just does not give you the same benefit. Even high doses don't give you the same benefit. So a few of these studies, this is one of my favorites. NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine by Washington State University. I mean, come on, if that doesn't excite you, I'm not sure what will. How about this one, Elizabeth?
All right, so this is from Oregon State. And it basically just reviews some different articles and then talks about how NRF2 essentially goes back to the cell nucleus. And it's kind of like telling the story of what it does. It rings the alarm bell, it turns on those genes, and we get cellular repair. We get detoxification of tons of stuff, including, very importantly, excitingly, carcinogens. We have increased protein and lipid metabolism. That antioxidant production just produces so many different factors. So they basically call it the longevity assurance factor. So it goes back into creating a better quality of life and life extension as well.
And then this study in the Multiple Sclerosis Journal, and this was funded by Biogenetic, a drug company, who studied our Protandim in comparison to their drug and other products. And their product is $52,000 for a 3-month supply, and ours would be $120 for a 3-month supply. So we're not comparing apples to apples when we talk about price, right? But get this. Their product also has side effects, including brain infection and death. But interestingly, they found Protandim, a dietary supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, was the most suited potent inducer and therefore may be the most suited as a therapeutic strategy. Also notice, NRF2 activators are able to protect oligodendrocytes against ROS-induced cytotoxicity. So this is protecting of the basic cell of our nervous system, you guys. This crosses our blood-brain barrier. It protects our brain and our spinal cord, which is how it's beneficial in MS, not to mention all the rest of us. Anyone who has a brain and a spinal cord gets that benefit too. So the second product we have is for something called, the second product that was developed as a sidekick to our Protandim NRF2 is Protandim NRF1, and it is for something called mitochondrial dysfunction. So what is that? Well, what happens is the mitochondria are the energy producing part of the cell. You remember that from basic science, right? So it's like the engine. So if your engine isn't working well, then you're going to have issues, right? And we know that with that oxidative stress load that we're all carrying around, that eventually our mitochondria are going to be damaged as well. Not to mention that mitochondria can be even more damaged with specific conditions, as you can see listed over here. But think about the person who's just tired, who's just really tired. Even when they sleep well, they just don't function. They have chronic fatigue. They just don't have the energy that they'd like to have. And how many times do we hear people say, getting to 30 is getting old. Getting 40 feels old. It's so hard to be 50. Wait till you're 60. Well, I can tell you that your energy levels are going to be based on more than your age. Your age is not the issue. So here we go, mitochondrial dysfunction. What can we do about it? Why don't you tell us about this?
Sure. So this is that Protandim NRF1 synergizer. So remember, a lot of the difference with these synergizers is that we're activating every cell in the body. And that's why we're having such dramatic effects with this. So this has all to do with that mitochondrial dysfunction. When the protein messenger is activated, remember, it talks then to the DNA. The DNA shuts off our bad genes and it turns on our good survival genes. When it does that, it activates the NRF1 pathway. And what this does is it gets rid of those mitochondria that aren't able to be repaired. It repairs the mitochondria that are not functioning well, and it stuffs the cell with more brand new mitochondria. The mitochondria then begin to network, and it's just all this power into the cell. So we have improved performance. We have enhanced health. Obviously, we're functioning better because we have the energy to actually boost that functionality. And it's just an overall production of cellular energy. I always like to tell people too that when you consume Protandim NRF1 and Protandim NRF2 together, they enhance each other's effects. So you get a better boost for both. So when we have more energy for the cell, we can reduce oxidative stress in higher amounts. And when we have reduced oxidative stress, our mitochondria function better and we have more of that energy production. So these two products are really astounding to see working together.
So the third product we want to talk to you about is on the lines of basic supplementation. So two products that I know Dr. Elizabeth and I recommended to all of our patients even before we knew about these cellular activators, right? So this is a probiotic, a powerful probiotic called Physique Probio, which supports a healthy microbiome. And you got to remember the importance of your gut health, right? These good bacteria in our gut, they provide 75% of our immune function, 90% of our serotonin, 50% of our dopamine, tons of neurotransmitters. They help you digest and absorb your food. Your gut is literally your second brain. It helps prevent allergies and protect your gut lining. So there is so much to having a healthy microbiome. But what makes our probiotic different? That's what I want to talk to you about. I don't want to get into too many details with what a probiotic is good for, because you probably already know you should take one. So what makes ours different is something called BioTract. BioTract is a lining that allows our probiotic to get past the stomach acid and deep into the small and large intestine where they are needed to do their job. Over a 10 to 12 hour period, these probiotics are slow released, with the ones on the outside of the probiotic being released in the small intestine, and as it travels through the intestine, the core is released toward the end in the large intestine. And with this technology, we have a 60% survival rate, which is 15 times the rate of most probiotics. We also have Wellmune technology, which is an added immune system boost. It's yeast beta-glucans, which are found in colostrum, or a mother's first milk. So really a double whammy of punch here with these two guys. Go ahead.
Okay, the other product that Dr. Jess and I have always recommended is a fish oil, and this is Omega Plus. This is such a fabulous fish oil. So when you think about this, virtually everyone should be on a fish oil again, just like the probiotic we say from in utero until death again. Fish oils are important because they are incorporated into the cell membranes of all of our cells, and so they help the cells communicate and they help things enter and exit the cell. So they're good for cognition, they're good for cardiovascular health, skin, immune system, and they're really important with hormone balancing. So this fish oil, Omega Plus, it's rich in EPA and DHA, which are the two acids that we want going in to our fish oil products. And it's a combination of omega-3 and omega-7. So omega-3 is that good fat. We want to avoid those bad fats. What's unique with this product is two things. First of all, omega-7 isn't found, I've seen it in one other fish oil ever. So it's very important for metabolism. That makes it very unique. But this form of omega also has the addition of vitamin D3, which is a fat-soluble vitamin that we need. So it enhances the effect of the D3. This is an extremely pure form of fish oil. It's completely traceable from boat to bottle. And I just have such good patient feedback from this, and with my own family. My kids chew this and they love it. It doesn't oxidize, so you don't get that fishy flavor that comes with. It's a lemon lime flavor. So that's a good test if you're already on a fish oil product of your own too. Bite into that capsule and see what you taste. If you taste a rancid fishy flavor, that's a bad product. It has gone bad for you. So this is our Omega Plus fish oil.
So these four products together won an award last year, a Stevie Bronze winner award for the International Business Awards. The four together are called the Vitality Stack. And honestly, this is what I recommend for vitality living. For ideal health, this is what I take. This is what my husband takes, what my children take. So we have our NRF2 protandem, our NRF1 protandem for activating this on the cellular level, and then we have our Physique ProBio and our Omega Plus to get that supplementation in as well. And it comes in conveniently packed packets, which are great for on the go. I love having that accessibility. But you can also choose your level of biohacking. This is what the prices are looking like. We have the complete vitality stack. We have activated essentials. We have Nerf 2 and Nerf 1, and of course Nerf 2 alone. So we don't want cost to be the issue for you to not get started biohacking your body. But obviously, ideally, the vitality stack is what you want to go with. So it's just finding a way to make that work in your budget. So we're going to go through the rest of these products that the company has developed since then. There is a need for these products, which is why they've been developed. But this is Axio, which is it's a smart energy drink. It fits in the category of energy drink because it has B vitamins. B vitamins are food for your nervous system. It also has magnesium, which is a key to so many crucial reactions in your body. But it has a proprietary blend that allows for the neurotransmitters in your brain to get to the part of the brain that they need to go. This is Nerf2 activation for your brain chemistry. So this is an activator as well. It's a powder you add to water and drink. There are 3 regular flavors and 2 decaf. And look at this little guy. This is only after a week with Nerf2 and Axio, and look at his ability to focus and formulate words. Such dramatic difference. And this is with regular Axio as well. How about this one, Dr. Elizabeth?
So this is pet tandem. So humans are not the only people who deal with oxidative stress. Animals actually have a much higher amount of oxidative stress than humans. So the company has developed pet tandem for dogs. And it's not just for dogs. There's different protocols for other members of your family, horses or cats or whomever. But this is a chewable tablet. It would be 1 tablet a day that they would consume. And when we are consuming this, we're activating that NRF2 pathway again. So we are decreasing oxidative stress, which leads to a shinier coat, more playfulness, more energy, and it really does a great job of supporting joint health, hearing, and eyesight. And this is also a scientifically validated product. So you can look in this veterinary journal that's listed below, and you can find the validation for this product as well.
So then, remember I said that there was a study done by the National Institute on Aging showing that our Nerf2 Protandem was the only natural product proven to extend lifespan, right? The only anti-aging product. But there's anti-aging products listed or claiming to be anti-aging everywhere on the market. So the company took that formulation and they put it into a skincare line. Because if we could do it from the inside out, why not have that technology from the outside in? So this is a 4-step regimen that is absolutely amazing. It's super simple, takes less than 2 minutes to get the whole thing done, and your skin looks flawless. We also have Nerf2 activation for your hair care system, for your scalp, for the microbiome of your scalp and your hair follicle. So really good research coming out on this too. This is a shampoo, a conditioner, and a scalp serum. And then based on demand, because people want to be able to get their stuff from one place if you can. You don't want to have to order this from here and that from there. It's just good to have everything in one place. We have our Physique weight management line. So whether you're looking to lose weight or maintain weight, this is just a great fit. So we have our whey protein, which has slow and fast release amino acids to keep you full, filling for longer. And we have a prebiotic, which if you think of your probiotic, like the seeds in a garden, the prebiotic would be your fertilizer or your water, your sunshine. It is food for those good bacteria. And then fat burn, which is targeted at that visceral fat that surrounds our organ, the dangerous stuff that leads to unhealthy states. Go ahead, Dr. Elizabeth.
All right. One of the reasons I think LifeVantage has been so successful is because how they have adapted their business. So they've really followed along with the business model that all of these different companies you're seeing up here that you use every day follow. What they've done is they strategically created a network of people to distribute their goods and services. And they've built their business and reached out to more people than they could have individually. And that's exactly what LifeVantage has done as well.
So the timing is right. So we have these products that are category creating. There wasn't a place on the shelf to put our product, right? It didn't fit in with any of the other categories. So we have the products, we have the trending, where everything is going to technology related. We want to be able to access it from our phone, from our computer, and have it come directly to us and bypass that middleman. And we also want to use products that our friends have recommended to us, that we know and trust someone who has seen it, and we have that research to back it. And so where are we? We are in the early phases of things, you guys. This company is like barely even off of the ground floor, and we are like striving for momentum and growth. So we just need more people to share the information with more people. And we also have a proven system. You're in business for yourself, but you really are doing this with a team. We want it to be smooth and flawless. We're not really looking to sell product. We are looking to share information and let people make educated decisions based on what's right for them and in their life. So we get paid weekly and we get paid monthly. So you're going to have a network of consumers, people that want to just use the products, which is great. We need consumers, and you'll also have a network of distributors. So people that not only want to use the products, but they also feel the need to share this information with other people. And honestly, over 80% of our distributors were once happy customers. And that's because our products are so good. And because of that, because of their good experience, they became distributors and shared the information, which is no different than if you go to a restaurant and you like it, you're going to tell someone you love and care about, right? Or if you have really bad service somewhere, you're going to do the same. So that's basically how this is. It's word of mouth. But we our monthly payment is a residual leveraged income, which is so different than how we typically get paid. We're used to getting paid by trading our time for money. So Dr. Elizabeth, if you could tell us about this,
Yes.
Traditional versus residual.
So the traditional plan is exactly what Dr. Jess just talked about. We are used to putting in our time and then get paid for that time, one time, and then it all starts over again. With a residual type of plan, what happens is you put that time in once and you get paid continually on how you've educated people as they continue to order product from you. So with LifeVantage, there's 3 different ways to really order product. You can purchase it at retail. You can set up a preferred customer account where you are able to purchase on a monthly basis, residually, at wholesale cost, or you become a distributor and you get a one-time decrease amount in the product package, and then you purchase at wholesale from that. So you put the time in and continue to reap the benefits. And with the plan of action that we have set out for your team to address with you based on what your goals would be, you're able to put in a shorter amount of time, 3 to 5 years, to hit whatever your goal is. So you're able to live life how you wanted to put the amount of time into work that you want to, continue to have an income that's building and residual while you're away or while you're doing the different things that you'd like to do or wish to do.
So, just something to think about as far as that residual income goes is, what would happen if you weren't here financially for your family? Would your family be able to make it with the same lifestyle that they're doing right now? And also the opposite, what if something happened to your spouse and it was you left with your family? That's something that you want to make an investment of time and effort to create that second source. So it's having a backup plan. It's also, it could be time freedom that you're looking for, some more time with the people that you love and care about, or financial freedom. Maybe you have loans that you'd like to get paid off sooner than later, or perhaps you're like most people, and by retirement age, you either can't afford to retire or you don't have the health that you'd want to have to be able to enjoy life at that time either. So it's really just a different outlook on life, and trying to enjoy life while it's happening to become a better version of yourself with your teammates. I mean, you go through this personal growth journey as you're sharing information with other people and enhancing people's lives, and you get to earn an income while doing it. So this is our biohacking regimen. This is everything the company has to offer. And I use all of these products. So the reason is we need to find ways to biohack our body, to remove the toxins we're putting on the outside, to help the body function better on a cellular level. And when we do that, our bodies, they're designed to function ideally. They're designed to be healthy. They're not designed to be sick and ill. And so if you're sick and tired of the way that you're feeling, getting to the root is what we really want to do. So there are 3 options you can do. We can help you get started biohacking as a preferred customer. You could join us biohacking by using the products and also sharing it with others as a distributor, or perhaps someone we can help. If there's some bit of information that we said today and you just had some names going through your mind, someone that we could help, we'd really like to know that too. But what we really would like you to do is get back to whoever invited you to this webinar and just kind of let them know where you are. And we really appreciate your time, and thank you for listening.